Hello, welcome back to Made by Heart Homestead. We are getting ready to take a trip with the travel trailer, and we're going to be taking our parrot with us. And I thought I would go over what you would need to pack for your parrot. We're going to start off with the food. This is enough food for about over 2 weeks for her. She eats about a tablespoon or a little over a day, so she's good on food. We take our treats with us. This is millet. We take an extra bottle of water and an extra container of water just in case. We take extra bowls and extra holders for the bowls. Put them on the side of the cage. We have foot toys for her to play with. Most of the time she sits on the water bowl and talks to us or just looks out the windows. But we've got them there just in case she wants them. A flashlight, a towel to secure her in case we need to give her any medicines or look at any boo-boos or trim any feathers. And a first aid kit. I'll go over the contents of the first aid kit here in just a minute. We have a Avian Leash. A lot of people will let their birds out on their arms or on their shoulders outside, and that's just so dangerous. They think because that their bird's wings are clipped that they can't fly, but if you startle a bird or if a wind comes up, they can fly. They'll take off, and if a bird takes off, your chances of seeing them again are very slim. And there's a lot of predators that can get them, especially if they're not experienced flyers, where Ellie doesn't fly, but that doesn't mean she wouldn't. But if she got loose, she wouldn't be able to get away from a predator. We have some hooks for her toys to hang in the cage. When we're driving, we don't hang any toys in her cage because they can hit her and knock her off her perch. But when we're sitting, we'll hang some toys in there for her to chew on. And I also put them on the cage door when we're traveling because she has been known to open the cage door before. We have zip ties. Never can have too many zip ties. We use these for cage repairs. Her cages are collapsible, so we zip tie them to keep it from collapsing. Of course, it wouldn't with it while we're traveling, but you just never know. And we have Potty Pads. We use these to line her cage and for her play stand in the camper. It just makes cleanup so much easier. And we pack all of this in a bag and take it with us. So I'll be back here in a second and show you the first aid kit. Okay, here's the first aid kit. First of all, we have some emergency information for birds. We have various syringes for rehydrating, giving medicine, irrigating wounds, which we have overkill on that. A flashlight, bandages, those are mainly for us in case we get bit. We have a notepad and ink pen in case we need to take notes from a vet. If she breaks a nail or gets it caught in something or we cut it too short, we have septic powder, silver nitrate sticks, and here's some more Quick Stop. There's also some Quick Stop in this little kit. Quick Stop there. And some nail scissors. And a little emery board to use to file our nails down. Now, if we have any bleeding from a wing, skin, or feathers, or her beak, we use cornstarch because it's non-toxic. and it'll stop the bleeding just like the septic powder will. We have another emery board. We have some calming tea in case she's stressed out or something. We have popsicle sticks. A bird has lots of pressure in their beak, so you can't hardly get their mouth open, and when you do, they can bite you. So if you need to look in their mouth, you can put this in their mouth, and it's harder for them to bite. We have some antibiotic cream for avian only. We have some gloves. I have a pair of scissors to use in case we need to clip a wing, or feathers on the wing, not the wing. We have hemostats and scissors. The hemostats are used if she has a blood feather that breaks and won't quit bleeding. We can use the hemostats to remove it. We have alcohol pads, mainly for the scissors and the hemostats to clean them. A roll of tape, 3 rolls of vet wrap, various gauze and bandages. We have, these things are really nice to have. This is Pedialyte, and I'm sure some of you parents know what this is. If she is dehydrated or in having heat problems and needs to be rehydrated, she can drink these. We use the towel to wrap her up like a burrito so that we can trim her wings or file her nails. And we keep it all in this little container. Now all of this stuff is good for your 4-legged animals too. You should always have some kind of a first aid kit for your animals, especially if you travel. You need to know vets in the area where you're going to. And if you have an exotic animal, you need to know an exotic vet. You need to contact an exotic vet, because although regular vets would be good in a pinch, they're not going to know as much as an exotic vet for your pet. So that's the first aid kit. I'll show you this cage setup and how we secure it in the truck when we come back. Okay, this is how we secure Ellie's cage in the truck. We've got a little something underneath here to level it out a little bit. We got the bungee straps hooked to the headrests. That one's in the middle. And then they secure the cage from going this way, from leaning to the front. And then we've got 2 bungee cords. I don't know if you can see that or not. 2 bungee cords hooked to the top. And they go down under the seat here to keep it from going up that way. So that's where she rides. And so she's secured in so that we don't have to worry about accidents. And she loves it. She loves to go bye-bye. I thought I would show you what we take when we travel with Chase on a car trip. We always have water. I don't have it on the table. We have a collapsible water bowl, a food bowl, his food, his regular food, his treats. We always take his grooming supplies, his brush and comb, and his detangler. He gets more knots in him than I don't know what. We travel with extra leashes and collars just in case one breaks. We have his toys that he likes. Those are his favorites. Sometimes we put peanut butter in the Kong, and it just keeps him relaxed during the trip. We have his regular collar that he wears every day. We have his harness, which is used in conjunction with his seatbelt leash that hooks into the seatbelt. That keeps him secure and keeps him from wandering around in the truck. It also keeps him restrained in the event of an accident. but you never want to hook it to their collar around their neck because it can choke them. You always want to use it with a harness. We have his retractable leash. And last but not least, his potty bags. Yep. Picking up the dew. And we also use the same first aid kit that we use with Ellie for him too. I'll show you how we secure him from travel later. And he always has his bed back there, so he's comfortable when we travel. So I'll be back in a minute. I wanted to show you how we secure Chase in the truck. He's got his harness on. Seatbelt leash is hooked to his harness. And the leash is hooked into the seatbelt, just like a regular seatbelt. And he's good to go. Aren't you, buddy? Good to go. We'll be back. Ellie and Chase's bags are packed and they are ready to go. One thing I wanted to mention to you was that some states require you to have a health certificate before you enter. One of the states that we are going to requires you to have it done 10 days before you enter the state, and the other one requires that you have one done 30 days before you enter the state. So they got theirs done today, and they're ready to go on that. I also wanted to mention that if you keep these bags packed all the time, they are also good for emergency evacuations in case you have to leave really quick. So that concludes this video. You all have a blessed day, and we'll see you later.